Hey friends, Donovan here with Ernie Williams Music, and today we're going to go over the Charvel Pro Mod San Dimas Style 1 dual humbucker guitar. And the Charvel story is just a really cool story. You know, starting all the way back in the early days of California, or not in the early days of California, the early days of going back to like the 70s of rock and roll. You know, you had all of our classic guitar makers like Fender and Gibson and all those things. And then Wayne Charvel wanted to take a guitar and kind of just hot rod it. You know, he was wanting to find something that was more stripped down and could really appeal to more of like kind of like that 70s metal and those types of players. And then Charvel just really took off, especially in the 80s. You started seeing a lot more of that. And those rock players and the metal players really started just gravitating towards Charvel, as well as Jackson and some other brands and stuff like that. But this is really where these brands like kind of got their start and picked up their following at that point. And so it was always kind of an idea of just being like a hard rock aggressive, like souped up Fender, basically was kind of the idea. And so with the Pro Mod San Dimas dual humbucker, they kind of keep that tradition alive. These models in particular are really known for like their scorching sound, a really standout style, while also giving you really comfortable playing. So some of the features, it's got a bolt-on maple neck, it's got graphite reinforcement rods, and that classic Charvel neck shape, which is really comfortable. It's like kind of flat, kind of thin, definitely for like that player that is able to do all the stuff that I can't. It does have a 12-inch to 16-inch compound radius ebony fingerboard with rolled edges and 22 jumbo frets, but let's go back and talk real quick about that radius. So just to be so everybody is on the same page, it's 12-inch radius over here, which again, if we think of like a 12-inch circle and think about the radius of that circle compared to a 16-inch radius where the circle will be a little bigger, so therefore the actual radius is a little flatter. So 12-inch might be like that and 16-inch might be like that. So what this is telling you is that as we're here towards the nut, it's a little bit more of that kind of tighter rounded circle, which makes it easier to play chords and things like that. And then as we get towards the pickups, that circle tends to flatten out, making it easier to play single note runs and stuff like that. So really popular customization that you tend to see on like these kind of hard rock shredder guitars. Body is made of a sandblasted ash, and ash is kind of an interesting choice. We wouldn't often see that on guitars of this nature. But the reason they use ash is they want that guitar sound that has that kind of upper pronounced mid-range, so that it just like cuts through the mix. So if you'll remember early on, I told you like this model is kind of known for its scorching sound. Well, a lot of it is that ash body. That ash body has that peak in the upper mid-range that especially as you add in gain, it just cuts right through a mix without having to necessarily be loud. Yeah, really cool with that. Comes in a variety of finishes. This is a lime green metallic, but you can also get it in a neon pink, Miami blue, and a gloss black. But in my mind, like let's go bold and go wild and get into one of these crazy colors, because these will look so good on video or on stage. Has a Floyd Rose 1000 series, double locking trim, so you can do all your crazy whammy stuff. Features actual DiMarzio Super Distortion DP100 bridge pickup. That gives you like it's a high output pickup with great cut, just really again to get through that mix and to cut through. And then the neck pickup is a DiMarzio PAF Pro DP151, and that gives you more of the kind of warm and articulate tone. So it's not all just like melt your face. You can actually kind of warm it up a little bit too. 3-way pickup blade switch. Push-pull volume control for coil splitting, and a no-load tone control for a wider tonal range. That no-load tone control, kind of similar to the Gretsch tone control, just allows you to change that tone setting without having it have other unintended effects, which is nice. So these are pretty well, I mean, the ones that we've sold, and if you kind of look online, like these are popular instruments. Like people who get this guitar seem to be really happy with it. They're priced really well, $1,000 to $1,300 if I remember correctly. You think I should look up our pricing before well, I'm always hesitant to mention pricing only because like that pricing is as of the time I'm making this video, but these videos could be up for a long time and pricing can change. So, scour the internet, you'll find your pricing, obviously. But yeah, I think they're really slick. I love the finish, love the history behind Charvel. These are made in North America, which I think is also nice. And yeah, just really slick guitars for that person that wants that speed, shreddy guitar that's also maybe that has a little bit of that vintage, Fender influence, which is cool. So if you want one of these, you can go to ErnieWilliamson.com and just search for Charvel Pro Mod and you'll find it. And if we have it in stock, you can order it, and we ship guitars every single day. We do try to get most orders out if possible. We try to get them out the same day, but generally the next business day. And so that's an easy way to do it. If you live near one of our stores, you can go to erniewilliamson.com and you can look and see if it's near one of your stores, if it's in stock near you. If you see it in stock at another store but not your nearest store, send us an email or text and we are happy to get it routed over to you. Most transfers take just about a week. So yeah, friends, there you go. This is the Charvel Pro Mod San Dimas style. So really, really slick guitar, a lot of fun. What do you think about these loud colors? Are you kind of a fan of them like I am? I think they're pretty slick. Let me know what you think.